Doing more than your competition, taking things a step above, not just doing the same amount as everyone else. I recently talked about this in an Instagram video that I did where I said I always make sure that I'm always doing more than my competition in every phase of the game. And after I did that video, Joselin here sent me an email pointing out how that also includes and should include the need to learn scripts. Joselin joined us about 11 years ago. She's our President's Club level agent, one of our top agents in the company, and she's all around awesome. So Joss, say hello.
Hi.
Tell everyone your thoughts, because you sent me the email and I was like, we got to get on video and we got to talk about this on Crush It in Real Estate.
Yeah, I feel like right now, because the theme is scarcity, there's very few listings on the market. We need more, we need more. So everyone has this hyper focus on lead gen and prospecting, which you always should, but these are the playoffs. You need to hit a home run at every at-bat. So what are you doing to make sure you're converting what you currently have? And for me, that's script training. That's how am I mastering my buyer consultation? How am I mastering my listing presentation? I want to make sure I'm leaving there with that listing signed up. And what are you doing on the call to get those appointments? Right. So it's not just prospecting. It's not just lead gen. It's making sure you're mastering what you already have and you're converting what you already have.
Well, and I've been quoted as saying many times, and I'm willing to admit this, that if every realtor in the country knew how to talk to sell-by clients, we would have 2 million more listings across the country. And I don't say that to criticize realtors, but it's just the truth. A lot of realtors think they know how to have those conversations. They don't realize little comments they're making here or there is often scaring people away from taking that step in listing their homes. And we started talking about this in 2018 because I noticed that we had agents that were getting calls from sellers and they were immediately saying, oh, you live on that street? Oh, I just sold a house over there in 37 seconds for $400,000 over asking. And I would overhear agents and I was like, wait a second, that's scaring the seller. You know, 10, 15 years ago, sellers were happy to hear that you're selling homes fast or selling a home fast was cool. That's no longer cool. And that's an example of what Joselin is pointing out with scripts. If you don't go in every single appointment, every single call, knowing what to say, knowing how to say it, knowing when to say it, you are missing opportunities without even realizing it. And I know I'm making this a little specific to sell-bys, but many sell-bys are telling you, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And it's not that they're necessarily not ready, because if she went on the listing appointment, most cases, they would get ready. Do you want to elaborate on that?
Absolutely. I was so surprised to hear how many agents do not have a formal listing presentation when they're going in and meeting with the seller. How do you expect to sign up a seller and get them to work with you and trust with you and like you and want to work with you, be excited to work with you if you're not presenting, if you're not showing them the value and what it means to go on the market now versus later? What does it mean to work with you versus another agent? So having that formal presentation, and I update my presentations every couple months because the market's constantly changing and new data is constantly coming out. So I'm always evaluating that. So you should be too.
Oh, you're 100% right in that. But folks, that's also an example of doing more, beating your competition in all phases of the game. Just what she just said. Have a presentation, have a process, make sure, and then I'm saying, make sure you go over those features, those benefits, the differences in working with you compared to just hiring anyone else. One of the bad things that has happened in the last few years, and you and I have talked about this, is houses are selling so fast. There's tons of sellers, homeowners, that think, oh, I can just hire anybody because the home will sell. And remember, selling a home is one thing. Selling a home for more is another. And that's something that you have to point out to sellers. So nail your at-bats, hit home runs every time, make sure you're prepared, make sure you warm up that appointment before you arrive. If you're going on a listing appointment, let's ask her.
So I'm going to send them a confirmation email with a calendar invite. I'm going to pop something in the mail. So we call it a home seller kit, but it's just going to be something to keep them warm and fuzzy. If there's something that comes on the market in their neighborhood during that time, I'm going to email it to them. Hey, take a look at this. It's a great comp to yours. And then I'm going to give them a call the day before the appointment just to confirm that I'm coming and ask any additional questions that I might have to get ready for that appointment.
Is she good or what, folks? There's about 15 things in there that you should be taking away and implementing in your business. I hope that makes sense. Stay tuned in to Crush It in Real Estate and follow me on Instagram to get even more mindset videos as well. Thanks, Joss. You're the best.
Thank you.